it up out of here, man.
Hey Chris, can you please sum the game for us?
Tough loss at home. We knew coming into the game that they're a good defensive team, one of the best defensive teams in Champions League. And, they're limited us to 65 points. I think they did a good job of pressuring the ball, taking away our guards, tiring them down. But I think, we did a good job of too, just, keeping them to 63 points. Struggling on offense, a little bit with turnovers. But at the end of the game, we got tip a hat to them, but they fight hard and got the win.
Chris, you had a great game against your former team. How emotional was it for you? And how tough is it really that you guys couldn't come out with a win?
It's tough, especially at home, the atmosphere. But like I said, I thought we did a good job defensively. We struggled a little bit on offense. But that's part of the game. Coach said in the locker room after the game, we have 4 more games left. So I think we got to keep our heads up high, and don't back away from a challenge. There's a lot of basketball left, so I think we just got to come ready this weekend and then just get ready for the zone next week.
Hey Guy, please sum the game for us.
I think it was a big game for both teams. It was a lot of pressure on both teams. I think we had, overall we was leading like pretty most of the game, but it was on short gap. Defensively, we stood in the target we put ahead of us. It's trying to stop Hankins from post up, and we did it a good job. Reduced the 2-point percentage, we did a good job, also 3-point percentage. I think the biggest damage it was 15 offensive rebound to 18 points. I think that was the huge damage for us. And offensively, it was tough for us to create situation. We turned the ball 17 times. And I think that's, in this kind of game, it's very tough to win when you turn the ball 17 times. Basically, you give the opponent kind of 70 more possessions. And I think that was the game.
Hello, Guy. How is it to play against an Israeli team in Europe, and it's different to play against like different team from different state?
It's unusual. It's happened a long time ago. I less like it. I prefer to play against a European team for both clubs. But it is what it is, and you need to play it. I think we had a good atmosphere here for both teams. We came short in the end. We got a good shot that we missed it for 3-point. But that's life, we need to get better. And I think we have like Chris said, we have 4 more games. Nothing guaranteed for nobody. We need to just stay positive, and we need to work, and we need to try to get wins to go back on track.
קואוץ', דיברנו לפני המשחק על החשיבות של הקצב. גם שהובלתם זה היה בקצב של ירושלים, ובסקור של ירושלים. מה שם חסר בשביל להצליח לפתוח את המשחק הזה לקצב שלכם?
היה לנו קשה, הרבה זה היה תלוי בג'ו, וגם ג'ו התעייף מן הסתם, וחסר לנו עוד איזה גארד שיעזור לו בנושא הזה. וכן, זה היה הקצב שלהם פחות או יותר, ולמרות שהגענו לחלק מהמקומות שעשינו נכון, לזריקות הנכונות, וחלק מהמקומות שהתעקשנו קצת, אז נתקענו לסוף שעון, כי בסך הכל אנחנו יודעים שירושלים קבוצת הגנה מהטובות ב-BCL, ושם נפלנו למלכודות האלה.
רואים במשחקים האחרונים שקיס הרבה יותר מעורב בהתקפה. זה משהו יזום או שחלק מהשטף של המשחק?
לא, אני חושב שזה חלק מהשטף, כי הרבה קבוצות עוזרות מקריס מן הסתם. שומרים על העמדות 4, לפעמים גארדים, אבל אתה יודע, קריס זה קריס, קריס נותן את כל כולו, אם זה בקטע ההגנתי, אם זה בקטע ההתקפי, נלחם כל המשחק, אז אני שמח על מה שהוא עשה, אבל עוד פעם, אני חושב שנפלנו בדברים הקטנים, גם אולי 2 אופנסיב ריבאונד של הנקינס בסוף, יכלו לעשות את ההבדל אם היינו לוקחים את הכדור הזה, אבל לפחות הגענו לזריקה טובה בסוף.
גיא, ערב טוב. אנחנו יודעים שהפועל ירושלים היא קבוצה הגנתית במהותה. דיברת לפני המשחק שאנחנו רוצים להביא את זה לסקור יותר גבוה, לא להביא את זה למקום הזה שפה בעצם הגענו...
ברור, אבל זה לא הצליח כי הוצאנו גם המון אנרגיה במה שנקרא בהגנה, וגם שעשינו עצירות לא הצלחנו לתרגם את זה בוא נגיד מעברים מהירים. ברגעים שעשינו את זה, אז הובלנו. זאת אומרת, היינו ל3, 4, 5 הפרש. אבל אחרי זה היה לנו כל הזמן קשה לפתח את הקצב הזה, בעיקר שהיה לנו כאילו את ג'ו היחידי שהיה מגרדים כאילו בפנים. הוא גם בסופו של דבר די היה עייף וכל העומס נופל עליו. היינו פה קצת לדעתי קצרים.
גיא, למה אתה מייחס את העובדה שירושלים עמדו על הקו 21 פעם וחולון רק 10?
לא יודע, אולי עם אופנסיב ריבאונד יכול להיות שהם לקחו 15 אופנסיב ריבאונד ואז שאתה עולה לסל יש פאולים. קבוצה שהולכת יותר אולי לפוסט-אפים, אז אולי שם היו כמה פאולים יותר. אני לא הולך למקום הזה של פאול, אני חושב שמבחינת תוכנית משחק היינו שם, אני חושב שמבחינה התקפית אולי יכולנו לעשות יותר טוב, אבל היה לנו מאוד מאוד קשה. אני חושב שראו את זה. ברגע שלא הצלחנו לייצר מהסיטואציה הראשונה, גם נקלענו לסוף שעון ברוב הזמן, ומשם כבר היינו צריכים שג'וי ייצר משהו, כי האחרים הם די בנויים ממנו, ולשם היה לנו קשה בהתקפה. אז ברגעים שרצנו, שהצלחנו לחטוף כדור, לרוץ, שם עלינו להפרש, כי עשינו סלים קלים. אבל כשהגיענו לטיים לסט אופנס, לסט דיפנס שלהם, אז ההגנה שלהם באה לידי ביטוי, מן הסתם.
תודה, גיא.
Hey, Kadin, can you please sum the game for us?
You said sound my name? You said say my name? I didn't hear
Please
you.
sum the game, yeah.
Oh, sum the
Sum the
game.
game.
Okay. I think in the first half, we didn't do the things we wanted to do. It was a tough first half for us. But second half, we just stayed in it. We even got down a little bit, but we stuck together and got some big stops and some big baskets at the end.
Kadin, how does it feel to have that big moment with a winner shot in such an arena like this in Holon? Anthony Hickey did the same recently, but this game is also huge. How does it feel?
It feels good. I love playing here. I played here last year when I was with Dijon to go to the Final 8. It was a great atmosphere. I think our fans were really great tonight. They kept us in the game. So a big shout out to them.
You know, great game for you. You feel like you are the man for the last shot for Jerusalem this year?
Not all the time. Not all the time. I mean, there's been some games where I took what coach drew me up the last play, but there's been other guys too. So whenever my number is called, I'm ready.
You came again from the bench. How do you feel at the start of the game? You took some time to get into the rhythm.
Yeah, I mean, this is my first year coming off the bench, so I've been doing it since I got here. It's been kind of up and down for me, but whatever the team needs, I try to do. So I just try to get in the game and get as warm as possible and help the team.
What is the meaning of this win for Hapoel Jerusalem ahead of?
This is a big win for us because we dropped one last week against Dijon. So just winning this one, we put ourselves back in a position that we want to be in.
Kadin, congratulations for the win.
Thank you.
In the quarterfinal of the Cup, you stopped Hapoel Tel Aviv at Rome on 67 points. Today, you stopped Holon on 63. It seems that your defense is working.
Yeah, I think that's our MO. We talk about it every day. We got to play defense. I mean, we could score, but once we're getting stops on the defensive end, I think that's when we're at our best.
Alexander Djikic is respected here maybe as the best coach in Israel. Where does he rank between the coaches you had?
Between the coaches here or the coaches that I've been with? He's definitely top one coach. He just walked in, look at his face, he's looking at me. But definitely one of the best coaches I played for, one of the smartest coaches. And I think as long as we keep buying into everything that he's talking about, I think we'll go pretty far. Thank you.
Hey, Coach, can you please sum the game for us?
Say it again?
Sum the game for us. Summarize.
Sorry, I'm not focused. Well, first of all, I like the atmosphere. I really like all the noise and the pressure that home fans were putting on us. It's fine. I have a great respect for our fans coming and supporting us in this kind of environment. Honestly, I like this better than playing in a theater. So that's just me. About the game, obviously both teams were there. I think it would be unfair for me to say that if they won, it would not be well deserved. So at the end, we were kind of more lucky or focused, or call it as you like. And I'll repeat it, I said it live, and I will say it again. In my humble opinion, I'm not a good coach or something, but in my opinion, I don't necessarily agree with the evaluation of their team as how they are there to outscore everyone. I believe they play very, very decent defense. They are very long, mobile, and they're great in a scramble. They have such experience. So playing against them needs opponents to be super focused.
Hello, Coach. It's a celebration of Israeli basketball to two groups of Israeli teams that play against each other in Europe, but we didn't see any Israeli players almost playing this game. How is it for you to see it in the not Israeli eyes, or how is the Israeli basketball player come together to this game?
Yeah, maybe you could ask me, Coach, congratulations for, in this type of game, letting 18-year-old kid play. That would be kind of friendly question. So what do you want me to tell you?
It's like a celebration of Israeli basketball, but the minutes of the Israeli player on the court was barely seen.
Yeah.
So how we couldn't see it in Israeli basketball fans?
I agree with you. I agree with you totally. I wish I had a chance to give more minutes to my Israeli players, and I will really work on it.
Coach, first of all, congratulations for the win. Why Oz Blazer didn't play today?
He was sick, out of the rhythm, out of the practice. Listen, there are some things that you guys don't know, and I have to excuse myself and the club. We will not share it with you, but we have some inner problems, health issues, before Dijon, before tonight, and that's the main reason. Nothing else, honestly. Nothing else.
Coach, congrats on the win. Do you think
Thanks.
that Kadim Garrington is your guy for the last shot? Is the closure for you?
Listen, there is many different opinions about it. So, for example, that Kadin wanted to take that last shot, and let's say somebody was coming, and he had to pass the ball, and then the next guy maybe you will ask me, hey, is I don't know, Maddox your go-to guy? He was in a position to score. He was in a good rhythm. Lee was in a good rhythm. And, you know, sometimes those kind of shots are not that much of the pressure as you think. You know, like it was an even game, am I right? Yeah, you want to score, but, you know, it's a better situation than, let's say that we were -2. Then you like have a pressure of you guys have to score. But I have a trust in him. Basically, from day one, we are following the same rule. If you're open, take a shot. If I believe you cannot make a shot, you will not be on the floor.
All the game was in Hapoel Jerusalem pace.
Meaning, you have to explain me what the Jerusalem pace is, please.
Like more, how I say, more slow and material.
Okay, so I have to ask you one thing. What did you expect me to let these guys shoot open shots? Please check 3-point percentages of Holon in January. If we don't have time, I could go and get papers. Regland, Harris, Misgav, Bourdion, Dalton, Johnson. How many is that? 6? Am I forgetting somebody? Huh? Dawson. And on the top of everything, number 22 made a 3. So they're kind of unique in that way. So which one is the guy you let so-called open? And you have a dominant pick and roll player, dominant ISO one-on-one. Everybody's watching what he did last game versus Strasbourg. Killed. Listen, he's not the MVP. Joe is not the MVP of BCL in January for no reason. Okay? So that means you have to help. That means one of the other guys will be open. So it's super hard to cover them. Super hard. Believe me, super hard. And when you say our pace, yeah, we try to play, you know, defense on every possession. And for sure, we're not successful every time. We are making mistakes, dumb things. You know what? It's easier when you watch than to do it on the floor. So, I don't know what to say.
Coach, many media people and fans see you as the best coach in Israel.
Absolutely not.
How do you feel about that?
No, I don't agree with that. Absolutely not. And honestly, I don't feel good about it. I don't feel, I think that's super disrespectful to everybody else who is working in Israel. And I agree with your colleague. Your question is super legit. Super legit. But you have to admit that that problem not starting with me, and it will not end up with me. You agree? Yeah, it goes super deep, super back. But it is true, I let an 18-year-old kid play. And I'll do it again, you see, just watch me.
Thank you.
That's it? Come on, don't cut me.